Hello again, guys, and welcome back to the next part of the Westclox Big Ben Style 7 electric service here, I guess you could call it that. And before we get into what we're doing here, it's time for a word from our unpaid sponsor on Commercial Carousel. Okay, viewers, what are we doing in this episode here? Okay, so now it's time to actually replace the power cord. So what have we got? We've got our original power cord. I don't know what the wire gauge is on this because I never looked it up and I completely forget from the Westclox Sphinx series. So anyway, the wire, I don't know, the thickness has changed over the years. Electrical safety standards have changed. So nowadays they want thicker wire. And this cord here is from 1956. And everything before that is the same exact length. And here's a cord from 2020. Okay, I cut this off the Westclox Sphinx. And we're going to be using it here. And as you can see, you know, the plug is, well, it's not as good looking. It doesn't have any mid-century modern, or not mid-century modern. They don't have any mid-century aesthetics to this, because they don't expect you to be putting these things on clocks from that time. But anyway, so there's our new cord. Well, the problem is, with our back here, or our bell, or whatever you want to call this, there's a strain reliever there. And it is designed to be used with the older, thinner cords. So what the heck do you do? What does a guy do? This won't fit in here. And let's just try and get this to go in its original kind of position. See, these wires, on the original they'd be side by side, but on this, no. It doesn't have room for two wires in it. So what are we going to do? Well, we got to make this thing deeper and wider, I think. I think that's the way we got to go. Greg, you gonna file it down? I did experiment with filing stuff down on this one here. One of these is actually, I think this one here is from the Big Ben, and then this is from the Sphinx, and then the cover, or the top piece of this, is from the Big Ben as well. I lost the original top for the other one. But anyway, they're identical, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, this one I experimented using a file, and we kind of got somewhere with it, although it was a really slow process, and I don't know, I didn't really complete it. I just kind of left it, and I didn't bother putting this top piece back on, and that's why this cord here is somewhat stripped, kind of. The insulation's stripped on that. So we can just cut all this off, because it looks really ugly. So, yeah, we can just get rid of that. But yeah, let's modify these strain relievers. So how in the heck are we going to do that? Well, I've got my Dremel out here, and I'm just looking at all the different attachments here for Dremels. And I believe I have, you know, they got this set here. These ones are green. These are the structured tooth tungsten carbide cutters. Fast cutting needle sharp teeth for greater material removal with minimum loading. Use on fiberglass, wood, plastic, epoxy, and rubber. What the heck? Rubber, what is that? Oh no, I'm stupid. Actually, now that I've actually thought about this for a minute, I see there's a period there. So okay, 1/8 shank, so that's what the size is. So we've got, and it said these were green. So we've got two, I've got two of these. I've got a Dremel I believe I have the Dremel. What the heck is it called? Oh, it's the Dremel 3000. I have one of those. We're going to be using that. And I've got the extra attachments kit. I don't know if this is from the and there's also there's also a kit that just comes with the Dremel 3000. But anyway, I've got the extra attachment kit as well, and I've just lost my green cutting wheel. Oh, there it is. So anyway, we have this cutter here, and we've got the little green one here. So we're probably going to be using both of those. I would not be surprised. Probably this one here, we're going to be kind of finishing it off with that. But this is going to do most of the work here. So yes, we are modifying this strain reliever by grinding it down. I mean, we might as well. I don't know. Does anyone have any better ideas? I mean, I could buy another one. I could contact Hayco and get some new ones, but I have no idea what the heck the size is. And plus, why would I do that when I've got that I think I've got the ability to modify it? And I don't know if this violates any historical, because you know how I like to keep things original and whatnot. I'm not against restorations either, but you know, I shoot for originality on what I'm doing, and I don't know if that would somehow compromise. I guess it depends who you're asking. I mean, I'm messing with the original electrical, well, I mean, or replacing the power cord, so I guess I'm messing with the original electrical system of this clock to some extent, but I don't know. I think we should just go with that, personally, and just keep it as original as we can. And yeah, and since I'm in here, you know, this cord, I'm replacing it because it's much easier to grip, and as I said, it's a new cord, so it doesn't have any real issues. Not that the other cord does, but you know, when is the next time this thing's going to be serviced? Someone could easily decommission this just because, oh, the cord is crap. Well, let's deal with that right now while I'm in here anyway. We'll worry about our stator later. Wow, stator later? I kept thinking and thinking and thinking of a way to mount the strain reliever so I could actually, you know, cut it with my Dremel here and or modify it or whatever, file it down, whatever you want to use. I kept thinking and thinking and thinking, what the heck can I use? Well, sometimes the best jigs for stuff are original parts and original places where it would sit. This is the Sphinx, this is the Westclox Sphinx case back. And since this thing is basically parts anyway, I figured, you know what if I just have it in here and just put the strain reliever in there, mount it in the workmate here, and then grind it in from this way here. It's a little loose, but remember, I'm pushing this way, and it shouldn't be able to jump out of there as I'm doing it. I don't think it will. And now I'm not going to film this because this is kind of, you know, little bits of plastic are going to be flying around. I'm going to be wearing goggles. I don't want to wreck my camera. So yeah, I'll report back to you what happens here. I'm very curious to see how this turns out. And obviously when you're working with Dremels and tools like this, make sure to, I mean, I've got glasses on, so I've got these big goggles here to go over my glasses and protect my glasses as well as my eyes. And you know, I've taken the Dremel wrench here that they give you, and I've tightened this up a few times. I don't know, just my point is here, read all the safety stuff that they give you in the instruction manual. You won't regret it, you won't maim yourself unless it blows up in your hand or something, but that's about, I don't know what the chances of that are, but they're very slim. Yeah, when you're doing things like this, you gotta be careful and use some safety precautions. And I'm also wearing gloves too. Okay, finally, I've just tested this out. We can finally fit a modern power cord into the strain reliever, and look how hollowed out it is. And the Dremel did a fantastic job with that bit right there, that formerly green bit. That did a really nice job of just hollowing this all out and making it usable. And of course, while all these fun activities with the strain reliever were going on, the movement was inside the house drying, and now it is dry. Okay, we're finished with all that. Our movement is inside now. It was drying outside for a while. Once again, it was a lot of just dunk it in the ultrasonic, or throw it in the ultrasonic for 30 minutes. Put in alcohol for 30 minutes while the ultrasonic's cooling down. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that terribly interesting of a cleaning process to watch. But anyway, that's done. So, we can now strip our wires. And I think I'm gonna go, I don't know, maybe to here. Actually, I'm gonna cut these off first, because this is, as you can see, this copper wire sticking out of there, and I don't know if that would make it uneven. Okay, we have our wire marked here. You can't really see it because it's dark, but I've stripped one of them already. And now it's time to, I think it's 12 gauge wire. Seems to fit that, so we're gonna just try that. Okay, come on. I'll have to pull it off camera. There we go. Came off. There's the insulation stuck in the wire stripper there. While our iron is heating up here, I'm gonna also strip these wires here, because you got a mess on both ends of this, so that's not good for anything. These are already fairly short as is, and I don't want to, how should I say, make them even shorter than they should be. As for actually cutting it, I'm gonna try and get it on the very, very edge of it. Just enough. Let's see here. There we go, that's gone. And I'll try this end. There we are. And I'll restrip those. Or strip those, or whatever the term is. Okay, we've stripped these wires. We've been as careful as we can be, and they seem to look okay now, so we're gonna try and tin our iron here as well. This thing's still not ready to go? Or have I just got a bad tip? Well, there we go. If you leave your... No, that's not quite right. I don't know about that. Okay, viewers, I just realized the problem with our soldering iron is the tip that is having issues on this one. So obviously I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I did, but whatever it wasn't right. We're gonna have to get another tip. Yeah, in other words, I'm gonna have to get some new tips. This one doesn't look trashed, so we're gonna use it. I don't think I've been taking care of these properly. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. If I'm not tinning them after every use, or I don't understand. Who knows? I'm really new to soldering, so I couldn't tell you. Okay, we're gonna see if our new tip is ready. Oh yeah, it looks ready. All right. Okay, I'm just tinning that. I think you tin it like this, don't you? For soldering, you just kind of put a bit on there, and away it goes. As for our stator and whatnot, we've got our wiring all nice and, I don't know, we've got it kind of tangled around here. We've intertwined the wires, so that should be good. And what I'm going to do is just try and spread them out a bit so I'm not all over the place with them. And just take this here, put it, oh no, how should I do this? I might melt these over top. I might melt the solder over top here. If I can, if this will actually let me do that. I have no idea. Okay, maybe not. Have to melt it on top then, I guess. Oh, yikes. Yeah, this is not like great soldering here, I know. Oh, jeepers. But I'm just gonna open the door of the room here, or the garage. Let all the fumes get out, make sure Greg's not the one breathing them all in. Yikes. Alright, well that's nice and thick looking. That's nice and, you know, it's got solder all over that, so do some maybe on the bottom as well. Greg's never soldered before in his life. No, I actually have, like, once. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna wipe all that crap off on the sponge. I'm gonna go over here and do it again. Is that good? I don't know. Might do some on the bottom there as well. Greg solders on camera and makes an idiot of himself. No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm new to soldering, so... Oh, jeepers. I don't want to get in the other connection there. Okay. There we are. We're gonna try that. Oh yeah, I better wipe the iron off from the sponge there, just to show you what I'm doing. Get all that crap off there. Just tin this ever so slightly. There we go. And then I think you unplug it, right? I think you can cool her down now, but I don't know. Did we do a good job over here? That's what I'm wondering. It doesn't seem to want to come apart. Okay, that's kind of got blobs of solder all over it, and I might put some there. I think that's a nice spot to get some more. That right there. Oops, and you can't even see it. The other one I think I'm going to leave, and then that one I'm going to put more solder on. Oh, come on. Here, I gotta get this in here. Oh man, I've almost used all my solder up. I didn't even see how much I was using. I've got a little string left here. I haven't got that much. Okay. Yikes. You don't want that crap all over you, or in your face, or in your lungs. The floor is cement, viewers, by the way, so. Why am I not getting it on there, though? Like, why is it not on? Maybe you have to put it ahead. There we go. I was wondering why the heck is it all falling on the floor? It's because I gotta put it ahead a bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's enough. Okay, that's good. Wipe off the iron. Okay, viewers, well that may have not been the greatest soldering job, but it was a soldering job nonetheless, and it was very kind of nerve-wracking, especially with all that stuff, all the insects flying in and out. Not that we have like a wasp nest nearby or something, but I don't know, it just made things kind of more stressful to deal with there. Oh, come on. I'm gonna press it in. And yeah, I'm doing this with my pliers here just to push this all together, so a nice pair of heat shrink tubes can fit over it. It appears to be going over this one. Oh, come on. Man, I'd hate to rip this wire right now. Okay, there we go. That's on. That's on to that. And yeah, you have to put these on before you do the wiring. And yeah, I'm just gonna push that over. Come on. In you go. Or not. Oh my goodness, this is why I use the pliers. Yeah, maybe if someone had some soldering tips, I'd be open to that. Oh, come on. There we are. Really flatten that. Whatever, I'll take it. And there we are, we have it. Hopefully nice and secure for years to come. And also I gotta heat this, I gotta heat it up yet. And make sure it doesn't move. And also it won't run the greatest right now because there's no stator in it. But, oh, I guess that's how this works. And okay, well, there's our alarm, by the way, viewers. And I believe this thing just has some kind of tab or something that sticks onto this. Yeah, it's something like that. There's a tab that just sits on there, and that's how that stops ringing. And I can hear kind of a scratching noise or whatever coming from here. Oh, and then by the way, if you didn't catch on here, this buzzer is just a strip of vibrating steel here. So that's literally it. That's the alarm. Well, viewers, thank you for checking out part 3 of the Big Ben Style 7. I almost forgot the name. The Big Ben Style 7 electric service here. Kind of service anyway. We left the movement together. But that's what we did because I didn't want to risk wrecking this one. And I don't think the way we did it is bad in the sense of, well, bad is in the sense of, oh man, this is going to ruin the movement, you know what I mean? It's not the best way of doing things because, you know, you could leave potential crap in there, but we ran it through the ultrasonic cleaner 3 times, so I don't know, we seem to be running smoothly. So yes, in the next episode we will oil the movement up and put grease where we need to, and yeah, we're gonna put it back together because we replaced our power cord. That was kind of the main thing. Well, this was well, servicing it and then replacing the power cord, that was the main thing, but we've kind of done both of those, so it's time to put it back together. And yeah, I hope you join me for that as well.